Okay, let's just jump right in. We hear this term digital detox all the time, right? But is it a real thing, or is it just another wellness trend that's going to fade away? Well, today, we're going to unplug from all that noise and look at the actual hard science behind why stepping away from your screens really truly works.
So, let's start with this number right here, 5+ hours. Any guesses? Take a second to think about it. It's probably not how much you work, and for most of us, it's definitely not how much we sleep. So, what on earth could it be? Yep, you guessed it. That's how much time the average American spends on their phone, every single day. We've kind of moved past the information age and into what scientists are now calling the age of interruption. And believe me, it comes with some serious hidden costs. So just how deep does this dependency go? Let's take a look. You know, this quote just hits so hard because it gets right to the core of the problem. It's not just about the hours we're losing. The constant hum of our screens is fundamentally changing a really basic human experience, boredom. And as we're about to see, when we kill boredom, we're also killing a powerful engine for our own creativity. So what is the real cost here? I mean, on a neurological level, what is this constant connection actually doing to our brains?
It all starts with this thing called the dopaminergic pathway. Now, that's a big sciencey term, but think of it like this. It's your brain's ancient, built-in reward system. It's wired to give you a little hit of pleasure for doing things that help you survive. But modern apps, with their endless notifications and unpredictable likes, have basically hacked that wiring, keeping us on a hook, always coming back for just one more hit.
And this is where it gets really wild. This isn't just a theory. You can see it in the data. A study measured dopamine levels in teens, and look at this. The group with internet addiction had way higher levels, almost double. And those levels went up right alongside the hours they spent online. This isn't just a bad habit, you guys. It's a full-on biological feedback loop.
And as this researcher from Georgetown, Kostadin Kushlev, points out, we're not addicted to our phones themselves. We're addicted to the feeling we get from them. We're chasing those tiny, constant dopamine bursts from social media, from games, from that whole infinite scroll.
And all this distraction, it comes at a huge price. We love to tell ourselves we're great multitaskers, that we're being super efficient, but the research shows the complete opposite is true. Every single time you switch from what you're doing to check a quick notification, your brain has to pay a little tax. And that tax, that task switching, can devour up to 40% of your productive time. That's almost half your day just gone.
But it's not just this brain tax. There are other costs too, ones that are hitting our relationships and even our ability to come up with new ideas.
I mean, we've all seen this, and let's be honest, we've all done it. It's so common it even has a name now. Phubbing. You know, a mashup of phone and snubbing. It's everywhere. We barely even notice it anymore. But its effect on our relationships is, well, it's pretty profound.
And this data just lays out the damage so clearly. When researchers looked at studies on partner phubbing, the links were undeniable. The more you phub your partner, the lower your relationship satisfaction, the lower your intimacy. And check out that last number. It's strongly linked to more conflict. Our devices are literally getting between us and causing fights. Yikes.
And this all brings us right back to creativity. Think about it. Every empty moment we have, waiting in line, at a red light, anywhere, we fill it with a screen. We are systematically unlearning how to be bored. And it's in those quiet, empty, bored moments that our minds are supposed to wander, make new connections, and, create things.
Okay, so that's the problem. And it sounds pretty bad, right? It seems like it's baked into our biology and our culture. But is there a way back? Is this reversible? Let's find out. This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Can we actually break free from this cycle and undo some of the damage?
And the answer, according to that same team at Georgetown University, is a huge, resounding yes. And here's the best part. You don't have to go live in a cabin in the woods for a year. The study found that even small, partial detoxes can make a massive difference.
So what happened when people cut back? The results were honestly incredible. On average, they got an extra 20 minutes of sleep a night. They felt significantly less anxious, and they reported being more satisfied with their lives overall. I mean, these aren't small changes. This is stuff you can actually feel every single day.
But this next part was the absolute showstopper. The biggest finding was a massive improvement in their ability to just pay attention. How massive? The lead researcher said the boost was like reversing 10 years of age-related cognitive decline.
Let that sink in. Just by cutting back on screen time for 2 weeks. Wow.
Okay, so the evidence is pretty clear. This stuff works. So now you're probably asking, how can I do it? So let's build a simple toolkit.
First thing to remember is that this is not all or nothing. In that Georgetown study, even though a lot of people didn't stick to the plan perfectly, an incredible 91% of everyone involved saw real improvements. Small changes truly add up to big results.
Here's a super practical tip you can start using literally right now. It's for your eyes. To fight that digital eye strain we all get, just use the 20-20-20 rule. It's so simple. Every 20 minutes you're staring at a screen, you take a quick 20-second break to look at something that's about 20 feet away. Seriously, your eyes will thank you. And here are a few other powerhouse strategies. First, just watch yourself for a day. What are your problem apps? When are you mindlessly scrolling? A huge one is to charge your phone outside of your bedroom. It's a game changer for sleep. You can also set timers on those apps that just suck you in. And try creating some sacred screen-free zones, like the dinner table, to bring back some real-life connection.
So we've made it to the end of our explainer. And I just want to leave you with one final thought. The next time you feel that little itch, that empty moment where you'd normally reach for your phone, what if you didn't? What would you let your mind do? What might you create?